Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we're going to first look at Brentford's Ivan Toney's demands revealed amid Arsenal, West Ham and Leeds United interest, and then we're going to look at Arsenal reigniting their pursuits of striker who costs as much as one they can sell. So the first transfer headline states that Brentford's Ivan Toney demands revealed amid Arsenal, West Ham and Leeds United interest. So the reports are stating that Brentford will demand £35 million for Ivan Toney this summer, as the Championship side feel he has more Premier League pedigree than Ollie Watkins. Ivan Toney has been prolific this season in the Championship for Brentford, scoring 29 goals and registering 10 assists in 39 appearances for Thomas Frank's side. He's perfectly filled the void left by Ollie Watkins in West London after the now England international's £28 million move to Aston Villa last summer. A source has revealed that Brentford will place a £35 million price tag on Ivan Toney ahead of this summer. With it, they view that the 25-year-old has an even greater potential to score goals in the Premier League than Ollie Watkins. So far this season, Ollie Watkins has scored 12 goals for Aston Villa, which has led the young striker into the England setup. He scored on his international debut in a 5-0 win over San Marino last month. As Ollie Watkins' journey continues, Ivan Toney improves week on week with Brentford. The form of the striker has put the Bees into promotion contention once more in the Championship, but the playoffs have started to look the club's more likely route to the Premier League. For Ivan Toney, if promotion doesn't materialise, he will not be short of top-flight offers, with team talk revealing that Arsenal, West Ham United and Leeds United are all clubs interested in a potential transfer. However, contrary to those reports, Ivan Toney will cost somewhere in the region of £35 million. So it looks like Ivan Toney's demands from Brentford have been revealed amid Arsenal, West Ham and Leeds United interest, and it looks like Brentford will demand £35 million for Ivan Toney this summer, and they also feel that he has more Premier League pedigree than Ollie Watkins, who left them to join Aston Villa for £28 million. So it looks like the Gunners are very interested in a new striker this season, even though there has been talk that following Balogun has signed a new deal, but we still don't know the futures of the likes of Alexandre Lacazette and Eddie Nketiah. So it looks like the Gunners are looking for a new striker, and with the likes of maybe even Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, the Arsenal captain's future in doubt, as Mikel Arteta is keen to sell anybody at any time in the summer transfer window, no matter who you are and what you have done for this club. And they might see Ivan Toney, who has been prolific this season in the Championship for Brentford, scoring 29 goals and registering 10 assists in 39 appearances for Thomas Frank's side. You can clearly see that Brentford highly value Ivan Toney, and they do believe that he has a lot more Premier League pedigree than Ollie Watkins, and Ollie Watkins has been sensational for Aston Villa, so imagine what Ivan Toney can bring to the Premier League. But the real question is he able to do it in the Premier League, and would he be able to go in that same form he is right now for Brentford in a team like maybe an Arsenal or a West Ham or even a Leeds United? But this nicely takes us on to the second piece of transfer news, which states that Arsenal reignite their pursuits of striker who costs as much as one they can sell. So the reports are stating that Odsonne Edouard remains a target for Arsenal as the Gunners look to revamp their front line, but they will face competition for the Celtic striker, according to reports. Odsonne Edouard has made a big impact in Glasgow since joining Celtic from PSG in 2017. To date, he has 81 goals from 163 appearances for the boys. After their failure to retain their Scottish Premiership title, the Frenchman could be ready for a new challenge. One potential taker could be Arsenal, who are long-term admirers of Odsonne Edouard. They were linked with him during the summer 2020 transfer window, but failed to complete a deal. But according to the Telegraph, their pursuit of the Celtic striker is now back on. There are currently doubts about the futures of current Arsenal strikers Alexandre Lacazette and Eddie Nketiah. Both players are out of contract in 2022, so the Gunners may be forced to cash in. To further complicate the situation, captain Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has lost his form since signing a huge new contract last summer. Hence, Arsenal are on the lookout for a more reliable source of goals, and Odsonne Edouard may be the ideal target who fits into their budgets. The 23-year-old, like Alexandre Lacazette and Eddie Nketiah, is out of contract in 2022. Therefore, Celtic might have to let him go, as he remains one of their most valuable assets. A price tag between £15 million and £20 million is suggested, which could represent good value for money for a striker who averages nearly a goal every other game. And Arsenal believe they can raise that same amount through the sale of Alexandre Lacazette, who has been linked with the likes of Roma and Atletico Madrid. In that event, they shouldn't have too many problems for funding a move for Odsonne Edouard. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta says striker Alexandre Lacazette is happy at the club amid transfer speculation surrounding to the Frenchman. The obstacle they do face, though, is interest from other clubs. The Telegraph remind that Leicester City remain the favourites for Odsonne Edouard's signature. The striker previously played under Fox's boss Brendan Rodgers with Celtic. Therefore, as Leicester City look for a long-term successor to Jamie Vardy, a reunion could be on the cards. As things stand, Leicester City look more likely to have Champions League football next season than Arsenal. Given that the latter's budget will depend on their ability to reach that competition, their chances of signing Edouard may reduce. However, they are not giving up. Odsonne Edouard has a former teammate at the Emirates Stadium in the shape of Ivan Toney. Perhaps those connections could be utilised to convince the France under-21 international. There is also interest in Odsonne Edouard from the mainland continent. For example, AC Milan could offer Diego Lasalt to Celtic on a permanent basis to take the striker in return. Hence, Arsenal have to battle hard to get their man. Alternatively, a contract extension for Alexandre Lacazette has not been ruled out. The club may be reluctant to explore such a deal after seeing what has happened to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang since last season, but his strike partner is now showing strong signs of form towards the end of the season. Alexandre Lacazette recently scored a brace against Sheffield United to arrive at the landmark of 50 Premier League goals across his career. It followed him scoring in the successive games just before the March international break. Still only 29, Alexandre Lacazette still has something to offer, and Arsenal may change their minds about him. It had previously looked like they were going to get rid of him this summer, but the last few weeks of the season will be crucial to their decision and whether or not they need to pursue something new like an Odsonne Edouard. But other than that, guys, remain blessed. Stay tuned for the next video, and peace.